Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the two things that I didn't know that freed up so much of my time, and no one is talking about this. And no, these are not tips about how to be more disciplined and efficient and productive. No amount of time management skills will save you as much time as these two hacks will. But if you do want to be efficient, stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip. The first thing that I did was to take courses during the summer semesters. Now these semesters might be called something else in your university, but in my university the majority of students took all their classes in the two main semesters of the year. But a lot of them didn't know about the extra semester that they could take. These are shorter and condensed semesters that run through the holiday periods. By taking courses during the summer semester, it meant that I didn't have to take a full course load during the main semesters. So instead of needing to take 4 classes in a semester, I only needed to take 2 or 3 courses in a semester. This was crucial to my survival in university, because architecture is an incredibly demanding course, and I needed that extra time to either recover or spend more time in the other courses. Architecture is such a long degree. When you go for long periods of time without eating properly, sleeping properly, you won't be able to think clearly, and you won't be happy, and eventually you're going to lose passion in whatever you're doing. This happened to so many of my classmates, and eventually a lot of them actually dropped out of architecture. And if this sounds like you, and you're feeling burnt out, you're going to want to hear about the next tip. The second thing that I did was to go on exchange and study abroad. And I know, you're probably wondering, how is this going to save any time at all? But what you need to know is that your grades during exchange don't actually count towards your total average. No matter how hard you study, how high you score, your grades don't get recorded on your academic transcript. Here's an example of my academics transcript. This is a semester that I was taking in my home country, and this is a semester that I was taking while on exchange. You'll see here that there's no grades recorded for this semester, but I still have the total units of credits applied to my degree, which means when you go back to your home university, you don't have to take extra classes to make up for any lost credits. If done correctly, I think this hack will actually boost your total average score, because you have less courses to count to your total average. So when I went on exchange, I had the time of my life. I just took all the electives, and I didn't even do design studio, because we all know that design studio is the most time intensive course. I had so much time on my hands. I could travel, I could meet new people, and experience a new culture. But if none of this interests you and you want to devote all your time studying, I guess you could spend all that extra time working and preparing for your next semester's assignments. And here's my bonus tip: get a job. Halfway through my degree, I took a year off to work full time. I then proceeded to work part-time and study part-time for the remaining 3 years of my degree. When you start working in the profession, you'll meet people who have been working in the industry longer than you have been alive. They would have been a professional for 20, 30, 40 plus years. With these mentors, you're going to learn the most efficient ways to work, and you're going to do this 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You'll be able to apply these new skills at uni, and you'll also boost your employability. Every time new graduates join our office, I can see a clear difference between the ones that have worked and ones that have never worked before. And if you're wondering, is it worth delaying graduation for this? I think it's worth it. By taking less classes during the semester, I was able to devote so much more time on assignments. By the end of my degree, I was only working 1 day a week and going to uni 1 day a week. I had a competitive advantage against my peers. I was able to produce so much more work than other students. My graduation project was one of the best in my class, and it eventually led me to secure a job at a really good company. But that's a story for another video. So if you want to see a video about how I got my first job, subscribe, and also send this video to a friend that could benefit from these tips.